the way that they loved each other 5 years ago, 3 years ago, it's not the same way they need to love each other now. And a lot of times people try to, like, people don't even, I've said this before, people do not allow themselves to evolve in relationships. They don't allow their relationships to evolve. And they kind of get this thing where they try to keep, they literally stifle their own relationship, or they stifle themselves. And I think that they didn't do enough adjusting in these last couple years of their relationship. And I think that's where this came from. I forgot I had this one pulled up. Oh my, y'all! It's only 6.5 minutes, y'all. Let's just, we got the, come on now. She done, we done. Hopefully it all is done. Let's just let it be done. All right. Let's just this. I got to watch the. I can't now. I got to watch the final installment. If this is the final installment, then let that be the reason. All right. But we gotta. I gotta watch it, man. Because I can't leave it where it was. The last thing we saw, somebody was getting toddler slept. Y'all remember that? Somebody was getting toddler slept. So, right, oh, here they go. Right, oh, hell, bro, I swear that's why, when I saw it, that's why it took me 4 days, bro. When I saw it, I was like, is this the last chapter? Can this be the last chapter? Can this be the last chapter? Is this the last chapter? Please let this be the last chapter. All right, without further ado, hopefully this is the last chapter. She said she done. It looked like Swayy done. I know we done. You know what I'm saying? This is the closing scene until next time, right? So here we go. All right, we finna get into it. Are you saving alive? I'm in a meeting and can't hide my phone. Yeah, Tam, I got you, baby. Don't get in trouble. Toddler slept is still. I can't say the other word. You know what I'm saying? YouTube be like, strike demonetization. They don't like stuff like that. We tired, Lex. I know, baby. Me too. We tired, bruh. Narrator, it is in fact not done. I can't not shut up. All right, y'all. So let's see. Is it done? Is it done? I don't know. We gotta let Jay answer that. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
Y'all, tell me why I just got off the phone with my friend and somebody did a whole hit and run on her, y'all. Like, life is really crazy. Honestly, like, you really never know when stuff is...
This is about to be an ad. They did a hit and run on her dog, too. And I think they used that as insurance, or hit and run on somebody else. And they did that before. All right, look, y'all. There we go. Not with that face. Come on, y'all.
About everything that has been going on. I basically came on here. I wanted to talk about everything that has been going on. I know a lot of y'all are in like my comments under the video. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Everybody's gonna think whatever they think. I feel like whenever I live my life, I try to do the things that I want to do, and I've been in a place where I haven't tapped in. There's only so much that somebody could do. Like, y'all have to put yourself in my shoes. Imagine really loving somebody. Imagine really with somebody, like giving them your everything, and then them not rejecting you, like, oh, we could put it off and we could be engaged for a year. We could do this, we could do that. Like, really rejecting you and telling you, like, you know what? We need to have more money. Mind you, we're not living in a box. We're living in a nice-ass place. We have 2 cars. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. Like, we're doing really good for ourselves. And it's kind of like, you really don't love me that much. There was really no explanation. And just imagine somebody telling y'all that. Just imagine somebody telling y'all that. Y'all
hold on, cause I want to let her talk a little bit more before I give an opinion. Let me back that up a little bit and make sure I'm hearing her say this correctly.
In a box, living in a nice ass place, like giving them your everything, and then them not rejecting you, like, oh, we could put it off and we could be engaged for a year. We could do this, we could do that. Like, really rejecting you and telling you, like, you know what? We need to have more money. Mind you, we're not living in a box. We're living in a nice-ass place. We have 2 cars. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. Like, we're doing really good for ourselves. And it's kind of like, you really don't love me that much. There was really no explanation. And just imagine somebody telling y'all that. Y'all think what y'all would do in that situation. When y'all have
okay, because I was thinking, I don't know if she's gonna. This is me. What I'm about to say is based on what she just said. I don't know if she's gonna expound later in the video. It's only 6.5 minutes long, so I don't know. But so let me get this straight. Jayyy proposed to Swayy, and I'm just going over. I'm reiterating this for my own sake too, so I can make sure I'm hearing and interpreting this correctly. Jayyy proposed to Swayy. Swayy rejected the proposal and said they needed to be. Asila, thank you. I love you, Asila. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And good luck on your channel, man. I see you've been doing your thug this. I'm proud of you, baby. So Swayy rejected Jayy's proposal because they were not financially where they were supposed to be. And Swayy's like, okay, and Jayyy is like, okay, I get you don't think that we can be married right now, but we could at least get engaged and we can work towards building those financial goals, right? And then when we reach those, then we can go ahead and move forward in the marriage. Is Jayyy saying that that's what she proposed as an alternative to like just putting a ring on it and getting married right away? Did Jayyy actually present that as an option to Swayy? Because I don't want to judge Swayy on that if it was more like Jayyy proposed and Swayy said, I'm not ready for us to be married. We can't because we're not where we're supposed to be financially. And then Jayyy just takes that rejection and she runs with it. And then she doesn't give any pushback. Like if she didn't say back to her, okay, babe, I understand that we're not where you want us to be financially. That's fine. Why don't we talk about, or why don't we get engaged then? Like, I'm not asking you to marry me tomorrow. I'm telling you that if you say you will marry me today, I swear I will spend the next year or two or however long building and working my ass off to build us towards where you're going to be comfortable to go ahead and walk down the aisle. Did Jayyy say that? I don't know. I'm asking. Like, I'm not judging. I'm just asking. Because the way, like, that's harsh for Swayy to just reject her straight out. Like, after 5 years of dating, it's harsh for you to just go like, no, we're not where we need to be financially. Like, I can understand that because financial issues really can weigh on a marriage or a situation. And it could be also too, does Swayy feel that Jayyy is financially responsible? Like, even if they do have a lot of money, are you financially responsible with the money that we have? You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but my question is, and I don't know, maybe she'll get into it, I'm gonna press play. Was it just, will you marry me? No, because we're not where we need to be financially. And Jayyy said, oh, fuck, and then walked away. Or was it, will you marry me? No, we're not where we need to be financially. And Jayyy was like, okay, well then let's just get engaged and we can work towards where we need to be financially. And Swayy still said no. Then I can understand why Jayyy is acting the way she's acting.
Conversations, and it's like, y'all meet at 18 and 19. And then there's conversations. I want to get married by 22, 23. I want to get married. You know, you're young and you just throwing out numbers. I understand that. But as the time gets closer, you start talking about that, and I'm ready to throw in the towel. I'm ready, like, this is who I know I want to marry. This is who I know I want to be with. And y'all want to call me a bad person because I'm trying to move on, and I'm trying to have fun, and I'm trying to do whatever I'm doing. Mind you, I'm still hurt by the situation. I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with everything, and I'm still trying to heal. But I can have fun, y'all. Like, I can have fun. I could do things. Like, y'all just expect me sitting in the house, not, like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And mind you, in the camera.
So, Rashawn DB said, can't force someone into marriage regardless. Jayyy should have waited and not pressure Swayy and guilt trip Swayy for not loving her. I hear you, but again, because we're not on the inside, and they said they've been talking about this since they met, and yes, they were young, and she admitted they were young. If they have been talking about that, and they have had several conversations, they've even had several conversations on camera about marriage and stuff like that. So if they're talking like that on camera, then I know they're probably talking about it behind the scenes, even more so. It sounds like I don't think that it was pressure like that. They have been together for 5 years. In any other situation, you would expect somebody to be engaged at least after 5 years, regardless of, how young they were when they started dating, right? Unless they were like babies, you know what I'm saying? But 18 and 19, you know what I mean? So No, it's not fair to put pressure on somebody, but y'all got to look at it from the other side. It's not fair to put pressure on somebody to marry you, but after 5 years, if you don't think that you're ready to marry me after 5 years and you know my financial, and here's the thing, even if it is like you know my behaviors financially, emotionally, and everything, after 5 years, you were still willing to be in a relationship with me, but you just don't want to marry me? Nah, I don't want to hear that pressure shit. There's something else going on there. It's not just about, don't pressure me. Well, then when are you going to be ready? And then you go, okay, well, is one person just always supposed to wait on the other person? That shit, no, bro. It's giving unrequited. It's giving unrequited.
Camera's off. When the camera's off, Swayy's over here talking about, that's why I have people. And it's funny to me because like, bro, I don't ever throw stuff in your face. And she over here talking about, well, that's why I have people buying me this. I have people doing this for me. I have people in my DM, da-da-da. I have a roster, da-da-da. Like, bro, cool. I'm not petty like that. What's that gonna do? We just gonna keep bickering and bickering and bickering and bickering, and she gonna turn on the camera, and then it's gonna be like, I don't even want to talk about it no more because we were bickering for hella long. I want her to find somebody that's gonna treat her right. I want to see Swayy happy. I want to see her with somebody that's gonna make her happy. I want her to be successful. I want everything that's good for Swayy. I don't ever want to see her down bad. I'm never like, oh, it's fuck you because you don't know. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
But she wants to act like she like me and she want me and all this other stuff on camera. And the crazy thing is though, she don't want me to be happy. Like, bro, let me stop right here. Y'all already know I'm gonna be objective. I ain't picking nobody's side in this. I disagree with that. I think that we all know that Swayy loved, I can't say where she is now, but we all know that Swayy loved Jayyy. I think it was very obvious that she loved Jayyy. I don't doubt that. And Jayyy don't really doubt that either. She's just still, like she said, she's still hurt by the situation. So she's speaking out of that hurt. I don't think that she didn't love her. I don't think that they know how to love each other properly. And that's where this came. And that's why this is what it is. I think that they both loved each other, but they weren't able to love each other the way that they needed to in this time, in this phase of their relationship. And that's the reason why, when you start a relationship, especially a relationship as long as 5 years, when you start a relationship, you love each other a certain way. Well, as you both grow and mature in your relationship and as individuals, and you got to think they were teenagers growing into women, growing into adulthood. The way that they loved each other in the beginning is going to be different from how they love each other 2-3 years in when they're in their 20s, in their early 20s, or another 2 years where they're now like, 23, 22, stuff like that, right? So like, they're still in their early 20s, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like, the way that they loved each other 5 years ago, 3 years ago, it's not the same way they need to love each other now. And a lot of times people try to, people don't even, I've said this before, people do not allow themselves to evolve in relationships. They don't allow their relationships to evolve. And they kind of get this thing where they literally stifle their own relationship, or they stifle themselves. And I think that they didn't do enough adjusting in these last couple years of their relationship. And I think that's where this came from. They were probably adjusting in a different way earlier on, and I think they lost sight of that, and I don't think they were willing to make those adjustments anymore towards the end. And if you don't allow yourself to evolve and adjust, a relationship is fluid, bro. You got to move with it. You got to move as it moves. You got to grow as it grows. You know what I'm saying? You have to adjust as it adjusts. And if they're not willing to do that for their own selfish reasons on both sides, then this is normally what you get. This is normally the end result, bro. That's just what it is, if you ask me. So tired of this, bro. I'm so sick and tired of this. Like, I don't even want to deal with no relationship shit. It's like so mentally exhausting at this point to like,
I know it is.
Go from 5 years with somebody to asking somebody, oh, what's your favorite color? Like,
I know.
I'm like,
and I know that piece too. Jayyy is like, bro, Jayyy was like, y'all gotta imagine where that is too. Like, Jayyy was like, she was already in married mindset, married mode, right? So like, now to go from that 5 years in thinking you about to marry somebody to being like, you got to start over. She said, what's your favorite color? I get it, bro. I get it. You know what I mean? It's like living in a house, and it's like, you've been in this house your whole life, and now you got to go from immediately move out of this house. You know what I'm saying? You're not even prepared for the new house layout. You don't know where nothing is, and it's just like trying to figure out that whole new space all over again. I get it. It can be exciting and it can be fun, but not if you weren't ready to make the move. You know what I'm saying? If you were forced out of your home into a new home that you weren't ready to move into, that's a jarring experience. It's not a good experience. It's not a fun experience. And I get where Jayyy is. I get her.
Oh, mentally drained. Like, I'm so mentally drained. It's gotten to the point where I'm just
they both do have egos too.
It's okay to not be okay. I'm not gonna keep forcing stuff to happen to myself. Like, me and her have had conversations, and she's like, "Oh, you're stubborn. You're rethinking everything I'm doing." I'm thinking, I'm really stubborn. But then you make me feel like I'm going crazy, because then you want to say you're doing stuff. So why are you tripping off stuff that I'm doing? You don't want to fuck with me. Why are you tripping off somebody else trying to fuck with me?
Well, you got a point there. She's got a point there, y'all. You can't say that she don't have a point. Because it was clear, Swayy literally posted a reaction to it. It was clear that Swayy was bothered. And her saying she wasn't bothered, or any of y'all who want to say that she wasn't bothered, you're lying to yourself, bro. I'm sorry, you're lying to yourself. She was clearly hurt. She was clearly bothered by the situation. And she was speaking on the situation, okay? Now, Jayyy posting that video, I already spoke my piece about Jayyy posting that video on their joint channel. I know that was fucked up. I said that was fucked up. I'm not mad about that. But we all saw that reaction video. She was way more mad about the date and the shit that was going on inside the date than she was about the video being posted on their joint channel. And I'm with Jayyy. If you don't want me, let somebody else have me. Don't even speak on it. Don't bring it to the internet. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care. Jayyy could, the way I'm built, joint channel or not, Jayyy could have posted 452 videos. She could have posted her OnlyFans, child. She could have been making out with that girl, slobbing her all the way up and down, bro. And I would have not, bro, y'all would have thought I was Casper. Y'all would have thought I was deaf, dumb, and blind, bro. I wouldn't have, no reaction. Not a one. I'd have been going on by my life, yo, act like I ain't even see it. What's that?
Like...
I'm with Jayyy on that though. You don't want me to show nobody else at me?
Crazy, for real. I'm not seeing her every day. I'm not knowing what she's doing. What can I believe?
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to have a little vent session and talk to you guys about it, because I really.
Meanwhile, she's sitting outside Sway's apartment. Meanwhile, she recorded this sitting outside Sway's apartment. Dog. I am
be reading the comments, and I feel like that I be letting the comments get to me a lot, and maybe I shouldn't even be reading the comments.
No, that's what I had to do. You gotta just ignore it. Just ignore it.
I was just trying to heal, y'all. I'm really just trying to heal, and this shit is draining as hell. Especially because there's a lot of games being played. There's a lot of games being played right now. I know y'all be calling me immature and toxic, and like, I know I'm toxic, all right? Like, I'm aware of it, and I be trying to like fix it a little bit. Like, I be trying to
looking at she waiting to see the Swayy coming out.
There's times where I just feel like I'm being played, and then
if you being what?
There's times where I just feel like I'm being played, and then that's where I feel like it just gets fucked up at. Cause I do a lot of talking. A lot of other people, they don't talk about stuff. They don't express how they feel. But yeah, y'all. Everybody's entitled to feel however they want to feel. She's entitled to feel however she wanted to feel. But all I'm saying is, when the cameras are off, she don't want to put that in though. She don't want to put in everything else that was said, all the other talks that was said. And I'm viewed as being the bad guy. That's all I really wanted to come out here and talk about. I don't view either one of them as the bad guy. I feel like whatever you guys be saying.
I don't view either one. Let me be clear about this. First of all, y'all already know I don't pick sides. Second of all, I'm not viewing either one of them as the bad guy. This situation itself is bad. They are two good people in a bad situation. That's what that is. It's unfortunate because I know they both have a heart for each other. I know they both love each other. They care for each other. And they want what's best for each other. But sometimes we just can't see past our own trauma. We can't see past our own pain. And so we just, we act out in it. And it's unfortunate, and I hope they're at least able to salvage a friendship, but it ain't for everybody, bro.
And, like, I listen to it because people in my everyday life talking to me about it, because I know they're going to take my side. But you guys are, like, the outside looking in, so I just always try to see what you guys are seeing. You guys give me a lot of good advice, and I DM a lot of you guys back, and I appreciate the advice that you guys give me, but I just be dealing with shit differently.
You know what? I'm actually proud of Jayyy for saying that. I'm glad that she recognizes that if she goes to the people in her inner circle, they're likely to be yes men or women, and are likely to pacify her ego and pacify her her perspective, right? That's why that's why I'm super super grateful for my mom, because bro, she pushes back at every turn when it comes to me and my choices and even my opinions about things and stuff like that. She doesn't let me, and I think that's why I've always been so strongly opinionated, is because my mother taught me how to dig in and stand up for what I believe and what I say and how I feel and stuff like that. And but with that being said, even still, I like to go outside of my inner circle and the people that I trust, and I'll put myself out there and be like, you know what, tell me what you feel about me, tell me how y'all feel. Y'all know I've done that to y'all. Like, and the reason why I'm like that is because I need people who don't personally know me to tell me who they think I am, and then people who know me to tell me who I think I am, and then I say who I know I am, and I'll see what circles overlap, right? What parts overlap and what parts don't overlap, and maybe I need to think about what these strangers said about me, or think about what my family say about me, or think about what I even say about myself. So I think it's smart, and I think it's healthy. I think it's a healthy choice that she's bringing it to the internet. Like, if this is the reason why she's bringing it to the internet, because she wants an outside opinion, then that's cool. As long as she acknowledges that that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get an outside opinion, so they're not gonna have access to all of the details, and the opinions that we have and the perspectives that we offer are not gonna be based on what you know. It's gonna be based on what we've seen. So that's the only thing. And that's the caveat.
I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. So I'll see you guys on the next video.
Respect. Respect. What y'all think? I hope they heal. I do too, Rashawn. I do too. I really do. Lisa, no, I did a few reactions already, but it's okay. I got a lot more coming. They broke up, but they still can't let go. Toxic. Yeah, man. 5 years is a long time. You know, y'all know how that saying go. You know, when you've been in a long-term relationship like that, you don't. It takes more than one breakup. Y'all know how that go. Damn, I swear me and Nikki share one brain. Hey, man. Nah, baby, that's just, we got common sense. We have common sense and emotional maturity. That's what that is. Common sense and emotional maturity. But for me, you know, I'll let you guys say what you feel and, you know, give your opinions. But for me, I just hope that they both take this time to, they just need to be separate right now. And they just need to choose themselves. Like, Jayyy needs to choose Jayyy, and Swayy needs to choose Swayy, and neither one of them should be dating right now, if you ask me. I mean, kicking it with somebody and having fun is one thing, but even that can turn into something pacifying, and it can just be a band-aid on a bullet wound if you don't keep it reined in and keep yourself in check. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to be, they'll heal and come back to each other in a better space. Exactly. Both of them just need to decide if it's done, if they're going to work on their issues. Yeah, man. They both need to take a break from each other. 100%. They got to stop talking. Damn. Saki Bomb said, I think she's full of it. Shit. They're still young. They are extremely young. That's another thing to consider too. Well, not extremely young. They're like, what, 22, 23? So they're not kids, but y'all know how y'all know how it is when you like 22, 23. You know what you was thinking like at that time. I think she's trying to make Swayy look bad because she feel everyone is against her, and that's not the case. I disagree. I don't think that she's trying to make Swayy look bad, and you can't make Swayy look bad because Swayy is not bad. Swayy is not doing anything bad, and anybody that thinks that Swayy is a bad person, go sit your ass down, because who are you to judge another man's heart? Swayy is not a bad person. Jayyy is not a bad person. Swayy and Jayyy are going through what they're going through, and they're putting it online. And yes, it makes them both look undesirable, but neither one of them can make each other look bad unless they are actually just a bad person. So I don't think that that's I think that's a hot take, and I don't think it's a very good one, Saki Bomb. I'm just being honest. I think that Jayyy is truly expressing how she feels the same way Swayy is expressing how she feels. And since they both have a joint fan base in their own respective fan bases, then people are going to start to pick sides. You don't have to pick sides. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. When stuff like this happens, you don't have to pick a side. It doesn't have to be Jayyy versus Swayy or Swayy versus Jayyy, even if that's what they got going on. Y'all the ones that choose to make the shit even way more toxic than it already is. Yes, they brought it to the internet. Yes, you're going to have an opinion. But y'all are the ones that really like to pit each other against each other. Y'all do. And it's not just this. It's in all situations like this. You don't have to choose a side because it ain't your fucking business. We watching it and we're observing it and they're putting it out in the internet. But y'all be picking sides like y'all gonna get a reward. Y'all picking sides like y'all playing on a team and y'all gonna get a trophy for this shit or something. No, I don't think that's her perception. I'm not going to speak on somebody's perception because we don't really... She's telling you what she's telling you. She literally says she wants the best for her. She said all that. She's not trying to make nobody look bad. If she says that she's trying to make her look bad, then I believe she's trying to make her look bad. Other than that, that's just an interpretation. And we cannot even begin to believe or know what this girl is thinking right now when she's saying these things. And I told you, she's also speaking from her hurt the same way Swayy was. Nah, I just think that Jayyy has had enough of people framing her as the toxic one. Right. I feel like, and I do agree with that. I feel like Jayyy came on here to defend herself. Not to say that Swayy is a bad person, but to say that she is not a bad person. Jayyy came on here to say, I'm not a bad person. She's not, that does not automatically imply that Swayy is a bad person. Now, if she had came on here and been like, yo, I'm not a bad person, Swayy is a bad person, then I would have been like, okay. But what she was trying to say is, my behavior and Sway's behavior looks the same outside of these cameras. It's just that I talk more and I express myself more and Swayy doesn't. That's what Jayyy was saying. She said, so it's looking like I'm the one out here doing all the dirt, but dirt is done on both sides. Or if you, whatever you want to call it, dirt, you know what I'm saying? But stuff is being done on both sides. That's what Jayyy was saying. There ain't no bad guy. Nikki need a red table talk show. No, I'm going to leave that to Jada. I think we are conditioned to pick sides because of how most relationships end. Yeah, I've grown to see that two things can be true at one time. Yeah, that is very true. Unless there is like an open, outright situation where somebody gets abused, and that's the reason why a relationship ends, I don't think that it's fair to pick sides because three sides to every story. Yours, mine, and the truth. And I'm going to leave it there. All right? With that being said, Solicit Nation, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction as much as I did. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't be afraid to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you be notified every single time I upload. And if you've been here before, then you already know I gotta hit y'all with the deuces.